Hi there, I'm Rebecca Stammer, and welcome to Success in Progress Coaching Series. And today's lesson is on magic marketing success. And basically, we are going to deal with free marketing, uh, more importantly, the viral mailers. Now, free marketing covers a very large territory of marketing and advertising. It covers anything from social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to email through safe list and viral mailers. We're going to leave the social media for another lesson, and we are going to concentrate today the viral mailers, how to use them, what to do, and let's see some results. Okay, so first of all, what is viral mailer? And why use them? Okay, viral mailers and safe list are a technique or a tool that marketers use to mail out their advertisements, emails, to other like-minded people. It's like sending your email to someone else's list. Each mailer or safe list has people that have opted in and have agreed to take a look at what you are sending them, just as you agree to take a look at what they are sending you. Now, the more mailers you belong to, the more email you're going to get. Don't ever think you're going to ever read them all, because it's not possible. Depending on the list, some people have the ability, if they're a paid member in a mailer, to send multiple times in a day. Some can send every day. Some have to wait 3 and 4 days. All depends on the mailer and your level at the mailer. So, do you stay free in a viral mailer? Okay, this is a really good question. Okay, you want your marketing to be free, and you want to keep your expenses down. So, what my recommendation would actually be is test the mailer. Don't just test it one time. Test it multiple times. And if you are seeing results, or you are seeing a great deal of opens and clicks, then you might seriously consider in the upgrade. Why? Because then you can send to more people, and more people means more opens, more clicks, and hopefully more business for you. So it's always a testing game. If you're extremely fortunate, hopefully you'll have a coach that can tell you, hey, you're going to get great clicks and great opens with this particular marketer or mailer. Listen to your coach. That means they've already tested it for you. If you ever get back with me, I will tell you what I have tested and what works and what doesn't work. But it doesn't mean just because you only have clicks that the mailer is no good. It doesn't mean you don't use a mailer because they only have 100 people. Those smaller lists, okay, maybe you only use them once a month or once a week or once every 10 days just to get fresh eyes on your offers. They are just as important as the guy that has 10,000 members. Okay, and sometimes that smaller list will produce and more business. So again, it's all something you have to watch and look at. I know that I belong to well over 100 mailers and safe list. And I use maybe 15 weekly. And then about once a month, I go through and I use every single mailer. A huge increase or surge. So this is a little thing that you just have to kind of work it yourself and develop your own little pattern. And then you decide. Now, if you decide to upgrade a mailer, Here's what I recommend looking for. Catch them when they're running a special. Right now, lots of mailers are running. It's right after the holidays, so their holiday specials usually are running a little bit longer, or they may be running what is called an after holiday special. You're going to have Valentine's Day coming and summer holidays and different things. Watch for the specials. Grand openings are fantastic times to get in on a new mailer price. I actually, one of my mailers that I don't use very often, I happened to log into this week, and I caught a year upgrade for under $15. It was fantastic. So there are others that I will pay $29. Very rare will I go above that, but depending on who the owner is, I might go a little bit more for a yearly price. I'm not going to pay that per month. Always look for specials that are quarterly, and more importantly, the yearly. The yearly is usually your better price. So definitely take a look at that. Again, why? Because you can send to more people. You don't have to open as many emails in order to be able to send. More people means more options. Okay, so now I'm going to go into screen share, and we're going to take a look. A friend of mine owns this mailer, so I hope he doesn't mind. I know he won't mind. It's called Traffic Leads to Income Viral Mailer. Rob has some fantastic features in this mailer, but we're not going to go through those today. We're only looking at the viral mailer part of it. So again, familiar with Traffic Leads to Income Viral Mailer? Feel free to contact me and I will give you a link to look around. So let's go into screen share. And okay, so one of the biggest questions that I have, or that gets wrong. One of the biggest things that people ask me is, how do you use a mailer? What do you send? And things like that. Okay, so here is the actual mailer part over here from Send Mailing. And basically, in essence, I'm going to be using on all of this stuff that I'm going to discuss now, I'm using a campaign that I am currently running for the Total Shortcuts. So if it sounds familiar to you, that's why. The campaign is called Red Hot. And so my title right now is Grab This Red Hot Done For You Shortcut. Okay, now here is something that I think is vital that everybody pay attention to. It doesn't matter what goes into this message body. What matters is this message subject up here. Grab this Red Hot Done For You shortcut. I've also used the title, This is Red Hot. And I've used another one, see your red hot success. The idea is one, don't overuse a title, okay? Change it up. Now, you don't have to change it up every time you use the mailer, but after 2-3 times, the subject matter, people get bored, okay? Secondly, they'll automatically say, oh, well, I know what that offer is all about, so I don't need to open that. Wrong. Okay, change the title. You can have the same email, the same exact link, but they're not going to realize it if you have a new subject. So change it up. That's extremely important. Keep your emails simple and to the point, and keep them, okay. Here we go. We're going to put this in here. Okay. They don't have to be lengthy. The longer your email is, the less likely people are to read it. Okay? Short and sweet. I have emails that are even shorter than this one. Depends on the day what I use. This one is probably one of the longest emails I send, but I wanted to get the points across as to what you would get in the total shortcut. So here it is. Every mailer has its own system. The nice thing with the viral mailers is they all pretty much follow the same coding. So that makes life a whole lot easier for you. SafeList, they tend to use a different format, but it will always be somewhere around the body or of this box or right below the box as to what macros you can use. I always like to use the person's first name. And, you know, it took me a long time. I can remember when I first started marketing, I was like, how do all these people know my name? And it was freaking out for a while. It's like, oh, I do not like people knowing my name when I don't know who they are. Well, of course, that was in the beginning. And once I finally learned how to use a mailer and a SafeList, I realized, aha, that's how they know my name. They don't really know my name. They know the macro. Okay, so they never even see the first name. I felt a whole lot better after that. Put your link in there. I always like to use, I use TrackMe. There are a lot of good tracking tools out there. So what you use is your preference. But you want to track your links. Yes, every viral mailer will track the number of clicks you get, will track the number of opens you get, or just the number of clicks. A tracker will track the number of opens and conversions, meaning someone actually signed up and hit the submit button. That's important. Why? Because you want to know where your signups are coming from. So it's very, very important that you use a tracker so that you can get the most facts from just one email. Okay, you can send that email using 100 different mailers, and if you have a tracker, you will see the mailer and you will see the clicks and you will see the submissions, and that's important for you to know. Okay, so now I've got my link in here. Over at my friend Rob's here, we're allowed to send 1,625. Aren't you glad I didn't send one this morning? But with Rob's mailer, I'm at the highest upgrade. I can mail every 6 or 8 hours, whatever it is. So about being upgraded in a mailer. But a lot of us don't have time to be mailing all day long. That's another point. Space your mailings out. People open these mails from around the world. So if you're on the East Coast and it's 6 p.m. in the evening, people over in Australia at 6 a.m. in the morning. You'll want to make sure that you space your mailings out throughout the day. My normal pattern anymore these days is I send 8-10 mailers in the morning, and for me that's usually between 5 and 7 in the morning. And then when I take a lunch break, I send another 4 or 5 mailers. And then sometime in the evening, I send another 4 or 5 mailers. And this is an everyday process because consistency is where you get opt-ins. So you want to space this out so that people open your emails from all around the world. They may not open my traffic leads to income email, but of course I'm using the same email and the same page that in all 20 mailers that I use that day. So they may not open this or may not even be a member to this one, but they might be a member of another one that I belong to. Therefore, consistent and space them throughout the day. Most viral mailers will have this little box here to check if you have referrals built up in that list. Whether you do or not, because sometimes you don't know you have a referral unless you religiously check that every day. I don't check those every day. I should, but I don't. So I check that anyway, and that way I make sure that every one of them gets a copy of my email and a copy of everything I sent. Now, I could feasibly take this 625 out, put it at 0, and then the only person that will get this message are my downline referrals. Now, why would that be important? Well, maybe you just want to send a message strictly to your downline. Maybe you've got a special running that you're not ready to share with the world, but you want to share it with your referrals. Let them get in on a deal. That would be a reason to use that. To use the mailer is another really good reason to send your referrals a quick note. You want to keep them active, because if they stay active, they're going to keep opening your emails. They keep opening your emails, they may eventually join the program that you are actually trying to get them interested in. So these are all just little tips, tricks. In my business, they're worth a fortune. Communication, interaction, that's all part of free marketing. So that's what we want to do there. And then, of course, you can send it at a later date. I'm going to send now, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the send button. Okay, and most of them go through a validation process to make sure that the link that you're using doesn't have pop-up boxes, or it doesn't break outside a frame, meaning it changes to another URL. In most mailers and are different things like that. It happens, and people do even get past the validation process. But this is probably 98% foolproof, I would say. Okay, so it went through all the tests, and I'm going to hit confirm my site. Now, I want to talk about the links that you are sharing and why these are important. Here is the link that I actually just used, and it's discover this red hot shortcut to making $3,000 per month with the done for you system. And all I'm asking for is their email. You're going to be promoting programs. You're going to create your own pages, or maybe you're just using the company page. It doesn't matter, but always try and choose a page that will just wow them. Page to be busy, where they have to look at something in this corner and something in that corner and look at something else. You want it plain, simple, and to match the email that you sent. So if you remember my title over there, grab this red hot shortcut. Page is telling you this is a red hot shortcut. So consistent. Now we have been consistent with our email and our subject line, and now our page is consistent. This also is very similar to the opt-in page that the company does provide. And that's kind of where I came up with this. Now, I have other versions of this page. I actually have one that has the title up above the paragraph. The only difference, it says, welcome to your new year success for 2017, something like that. Happy New Year. And then everything is identical. You know, I just changed the wording in order to draw people's attention. And for the last week of December, and I still promote the Happy New Year once in a while, it applies all of January. That page is converting very well because I recognize and remember that like to celebrate holidays, and they like great deals through the holiday. So this is something you want to keep in mind. You want to short and simple. One of the special things that I told you that my friend Rob has in his mailer at Traffic Leads to Income is, again, you can create a very simple, customizable lead page for any program that is out there. Okay? It doesn't have to be, I'm using it for Empower. I have used it for other programs. The page is simple. It's attention-getting. It's right to the point. Allow me to give you your own customizable traffic and lead generation system. You can start for free. So let's get started. Okay, so you want to make sure that what you're using is simple and to the point. I don't use this page when I'm promoting Red Hot because there is nothing on this page that says this is a Red Hot shortcut daily or any of that. This is in reference to a whole new approach, which is systems. So my email that I use for this is systems. Okay. Then remember, after they put in their email, and sometimes you ask for a first name. Over here, it was strictly the email. Here, I grabbed their first name and their email. Gurus are going to tell you that email is good enough. The reason behind that is people will opt in faster if they don't have to give their name because they don't want a ton of mail and a ton of contact and different things like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I have a list right now that has over 600 people. And when I go through that list and I look at them one by one, 75% of the list uses their name in their email address. I get a first name that way anyway. Do I hound them to death? No, I don't. But that's for another lesson later. Okay, so from there, we're going to go to, this is the thank you page on Red Hot. And I created lots of flames here. And it's a simple thank you. Your request for information on the Red Hot Total Shortcut has been received. Watch your email to get started. Very plain, very simple. It tells them to go back to their email. Then your first letter takes over from there and you can sell. So as you can see, we have been consistent all the way through, and that's what viral mailers are all about. Let's see. The other possibility you can do is you can connect it straight to your offer. I am actually in the process of using a tractor where I have created this page twice. Okay. One page goes to this, and one page goes to the actual offer. They run in the same tracker on a rotator, and we're going to see which one people actually like the most. So maybe in a future video, I can give you the results on that. I did just start using this in the last couple of days. So, yeah. I don't need that. Okay. Opening email. I don't want that. I want that. As I said, when you belong to a large number of safe lists, you're going to get a large number of emails. Now, the email that you see here is my main email, so I don't have that many mailers coming over to this email. There's probably less than 10 mailers come to my main email, and I set them up to go straight to a folder called Need to Read. I don't want them in my regular inbox, or I would never be able to find the messages that I need to read on a daily basis. So the reason I want to show you this is because some people really don't know the easy way, large amount of email. If you will look at this, I have currently in this folder 24,849 emails. Okay. Do you really think I'm going to read them all? Not hardly. I'm not even going to read a tenth or even 1% of that. I know what I need to get certain things mailed. And so that's what I read every day. You will learn those tricks. Pay attention. This viral mailer says you need to read 5 emails before you can send a mailing. Average is reading 10 emails before you can send an email. So I would just keep it at 10, and that way you're covered no matter what you open. And the reason I say this is because we're going to go through here and we're going to do real quick. I always like to mail to that. And this is one I always need to accumulate points, so I don't stop at 10 on that one. I don't actually need anything in world list. You know, I can mail whether I ever open an email or not, but I always do because My viewpoint on that is if you want people to read your email, you have to at least make it look like you're interested in their email. So this one takes probably, I think, 5. And as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm opening. Unfortunately, I'm not reading. Okay, most of the titles and the way I'm choosing, I'm choosing to make sure I get something from every list, but I'm also choosing by titles that I see, or in this case, a solo ad. That one's going to be worth a few more points than normal. And you go down the page like that. Now, some, like, oh, where'd it go? This free safe mailer, you can only open one of their mails, and you have to click the credit link before you can open a second one. The other nice little trick, viral mailer that you are a free member of will probably stop you at, it's usually 3, 6 emails from that list that you can have open at the same time. Otherwise, you'll get a little box that says you have too many open already, because they do want you to pay attention. But you open what you got, you get it, and then just start back at the beginning. Take a quick chance, take a quick look. Yeah, this one's actually new. This is somebody's blog, so sometimes I take the time to read it, sometimes I don't. Okay, I got my points. Classy ads. This is for a new mailer. Looks nice. I don't see anything that says that I might want to join it. I might go back and join it later. Okay, CEO. This is a viral mailer, so it requires you matching a number. Okay, do you love matrix sites? I can tell you this is probably for Build Your Matrix, brand new program that just came out. I'm already a member. So, yeah, matter of fact, I know this is one of their lead captures. So I know I don't have to go any further with that. I'm already a member. Bitcoin, but you've seen it around. If you're not a member and you want to be a member, join it. If you're waiting to join through somebody you know, then just keep going. Hog, this is another Building Matrix Downlines. Again, same program. I'm already a member. I don't need to go any further. And on this one, I just click the number. I've never even seen that one before. Might check it out later. We'll see. As you can see, I don't pick a whole bunch in a row. These just happen to fall in a row, but I'll skip down. I'll skip around. And I end up usually doing anywhere from 15 to 18 on a page. I have my settings set up so that I see 50 emails on a page. After you're done, simply click here, click all, and put them in the trash. That's how you open emails quickly. That's how you can get ready to make your mailings. Secondly, when you're using a viral mailer and you sign up for them, email, please. Okay, like I said, I have about 10 that come to here. I know how to set it up and send it to a different folder. Thing I can help you with later, but I strongly urge you to set a separate email and just keep your viral mailer safe list emails separate from your own business. If I can't open my other email right now, or else it's going to cut off this nice little hangout that we're having. So, but if I were able to open it, I was over there a little bit ago, and it has 84,000 emails in it. Okay. It's gotten as high as 200,000 before I actually got it cleaned out. You really want to be careful on that. You can get your email shut down, but more importantly, you'll get notices from the viral mailers and the safe lists that are saying things are bouncing back because your email is too full. So even if you don't do this daily, you do want to do it every few days, clean out some, empty some out of there so that the emails can keep coming in. Whether you empty the box or not, make room for more to come in, because if you start bouncing emails, you're going to eventually lose your membership to a site. They usually always forgive once, sometimes twice. It reaches a point, and I can't blame them. You know, you're there to advertise, so are the other members of that list. So be considerate, keep your email locked out. Okay. And I am back. I hope that this helped a little bit in any kind of way. Like I said, free marketing is not going to give you massive success. But what free marketing will do is start the road to massive success. The old saying, it takes money to make money. Very true. It can't happen unless you spend money. But that doesn't mean you have to spend a small fortune in advertising. Start with the free marketing mailers. Upgrade where you feel comfortable and where you're showing results. And if you upgrade and take like a monthly or a quarterly and you see no results from that mailer at all, cancel your subscription. Don't keep paying for something that's not working. It doesn't hurt to send out a paid solo from some of these. Most of the solo ads that you get on viral mailers, I think the most expensive I've seen is $8.99. Most run between $3.99 and $5.99. It's a great way to hit a massive amount of people. Again, these are all free members that are reading it. So spending a couple dollars isn't going to hurt. There are other tools out there such as Referral Frenzy and Viral Mail Profits. What is it? Downline Direct Builder, I believe. I'm not a member, so I can't say 100% for sure. But there are several programs that have a conglomeration of viral mailers that belong there. And you can send, like for Referral Frenzy, you can send to 105 mailers at the same time. The credits if you have the open rates. You can't use them if you still need to open emails for that mailer. So out of 105 mailers, let's say 60 pop up on your list, but if you read down that list, you're going to see one that says you still need to open 5 emails today. You still need to open 10 emails to send. You still need 3 emails to send. Pay attention to that. The full value if you don't go back and open the emails at those lists before you send your email using whatever tool it is. So just because you're using a tool to cut the amount of time down on sending out emails does not mean you can avoid completing the requirements for each mailer. Learn them, know them. It will become habit and almost instinct after you do this day after day after day. So I'm trying to think. I think that pretty much covers viral mailer marketing. And remember, it is a tool, but it's magic. I use free mailing and free mailers of the week, 7 days a week. And for my total shortcut, Red Hot, I still average 2 opt-ins every single day. And what's really nice is every now and then I don't mail. You know, usually about 1 day a week, I don't mail because I have other things to do in life. And I still get 2 opt-ins a day because people like me that have let their email build up take a day and they do nothing but read emails all day. So something I mailed on Thursday might not get opened until Saturday. Something you mail Monday might not get opened until Sunday. So don't look for immediate results. Remember, these are free. People's time are free. People's time is never free. Time is valuable. So having the time to open, having the time to mail, important. Okay, you can contact me at beccasbiz@gmail.com or hit me up on Facebook at Rebecca Stammer. And let's create some success together. We are a success in progress. Have a great day. Thank you.